The truth is, breakups do feel like a personal failure only because we've always been told that you must succeed at every relationship no matter what. Our conditioning right from childhood, particularly for women, is that you have to overgive, you have to overcompensate, you have to do whatever it takes to keep every relationship going. And that is where we make our first mistake. You can't fix a relationship simply by pouring yourself into it. There has to be a mutual balance. And if a relationship is broken now, it is an opportunity for you to sit back and think, what could possibly have been the patterns that I missed? What were the flags, red flags, green flags, whatever did I miss in this relationship? And what is it that I can do differently in the future? It is when you start asking different questions that you get different answers, and those are the ones that are going to help you in future relationships. So it's not whether you deserved this breakup or not, it is whether you participated in any pattern repetition without even being conscious of it. As I said, one of the most common things I see is people who are overcompensating, overgiving. You feel like if you just love the other person more and more, you sacrifice more and more, you never have conflict with them, you say yes to everything, then why don't they still stay with you? Well, that's simply because you are no longer being your authentic self. You're just showing up there as someone who is performing in order to ensure that this relationship keeps going. And that's not really the healthiest energy on which to build a relationship. So it's not just about being enough for the relationship, it also is about checking in. Am I bringing enough of my true self into this relationship? And yes, very often we stay on in relationships out of fear, out of compulsion, out of a sense of being in a comfort zone. Sometimes we feel we don't have a choice. But these are the moments when you had a bad breakup, when you should sit down and reflect. What could I have done differently? And did I stay longer than I should have? And if so, why? Once you're able to unpack that, if you're able to, and it takes a lot of courage to ask yourself this question, it's not so easy. Asking yourself this question itself is a very, very difficult step. But if you're asking yourself this question, why did I stay here for so long? Then you will have the courage to even answer yourself. Okay, I stayed here for so long because I was feeling insecure. I felt that this is the best I can have, and if I don't manage this relationship, I'm going to be a complete failure. It could also be because of what will people say, or there's too much water under the bridge. I've already invested a lot in this relationship. I've made too many commitments. Too many people know about this, etc., etc., etc. There are always a lot of stories we tell ourselves on the inside, as justification for why you should stay on in the relationship. But as soon as you're able to recognize that you did use excuses, justifications, just slipped into old patterns, whether it is convenience, whether it is fear, whatever were the reasons, understanding those patterns is a very, very important next step. And the real lesson at the end of this. So, this is what I do in my coaching as well. First, we have to look into the past in order to understand the patterns. Once you understand the patterns, you also have to understand what are the choice points, right? So, the pattern is you keep doing the same thing every time, right? Which means you're choosing to behave in a certain way every time. Whether it is conflict avoidance, whether it is people pleasing, whether it is self sabotage, whether it is diminishing yourself, overgiving, all these different patterns, and sometimes it may be a combination of both. Once you find out what were the points at which you tend to give away your power, those are the points you have to work on, and you have to promise yourself that I will not do this again. I will not get into a relationship where I am getting stuck in places where I feel I have to make those same choices again, right? The other person may not be a bad person at all, but because your energies are such that you are just attracting people towards you who will take you for granted, who will take more from you than they give to you, you have to change those patterns on the inside so that you are attracting a different kind of person. And sometimes, in any relationship, you need to get to learn how to be with each other. So somebody may, try taking you for granted because they are in their own pattern. But if your boundaries are now healthy and you understand how to, in a very kind way, negotiate and say, look, this is not what. It's not healthy, it's not respectful, it's not good for us in our relationship. And see if you can both learn together. If you think the other person is worth the effort of trying to, make that commitment to learn together and grow together, then this bad breakup could actually be an incredible milestone for a future very healthy relationship.